Hey beautiful people, and welcome back to another tutorial into Shin Fash Fab World. Sorry guys, just Shin, just call me Shin. So here I am showing you my premium lace wig. I purchased this wig from premium lace wig like probably 9-10 months ago. I didn't do an initial unboxing or review on this wig for some strange reason. But anyhow, that's not the point of this video. So we're gonna be dyeing this here, guys. So I went ahead and I picked up the box dye in Clairol in 3RV, and it's like a plum. It's supposed to be a deep plum. And here I'm just showing you the shades of how it's supposed to look with the hair starting out before, but the color that I'm starting out with was not on the box, which is a brown color. This wig, guys, I was literally trying to turn this wig into a dark ash blonde. Like, I'm on this dark ash blonde rave right now. I don't know how I would feel probably 6-7 months from now. God spare life, I'll still be on that train, on that bandwagon. Have no clue, but for right now I'm digging dark ash blonde. So here I'm showing you all the stuff that came in the box, and this is the developer, and I'll be going in with the colors shortly. And guys, a trick that I like to use, if you guys know with those box dyes that, you know, the developer comes in a small amount of proportion. So what I normally do is go in with my developer that I purchased from the beauty supply store, which is the cream developer, and I like to mix it along with it so it gives it like a thicker base and it gives me more product as well. So here I'm pouring everything into my container. Guys, I am not gonna mix this on camera because the last time I actually was toning my other wig, I accidentally dropped the whole entire container and the dye splashed all over my room. Like, to the gods, like, what was wrong that day? Like, Jehovah, I need you to step in, because the devil was trying me that day. He was definitely trying me that day, but my Lord Jesus came through and he regained the throne, and I cleaned all that mess up. So yeah, ever since then a girl has learned her lesson, and I have not actually mixed a color on camera. No, I'm cutting that out. Anyways, enough of me chatting and going off track. So here I'm just parting my hair into sections, and I like to start from the front of the wig. I always like doing that. So I start from the root and I like to work my way down to the ends. And guys, you see how beautiful this color is? Like, I had so much hopes for this color. All in my mind, I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I can't wait to finish it and for it to set in. You know, I gave it enough time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be rocking my deep plum wig. Like, ooh, like, listen, if anyone holler at me, I was gonna flick my 19 inches, because this wig was a 20-inch initially, but when I received it, the ends looked a bit frayed, so I trimmed it so it looks more thicker and a lot more healthier. But yeah, so here I'm just working it out. And guys, for me to get this starting color, I actually went ahead and bleached the hair 2 times. I don't know if I repeat that. Am I repeating myself? Guys, I'm so tired. It's late at night. Anyhow, so yeah, so I'm applying the dye onto the hair, just making sure that, you know, every strand in this section that I parted is saturated with dye. Because guys, the worst thing I hate is when you're dyeing a hair. Like, look on the back of that, you can see I put a lot on the front, but the back still was thirsty as heck and still needed to be hydrated with some dye. So that's what I like to do. Once I put color on the front of the hair, I like to flick it over and make sure that the back portion as well has enough product on it, because we don't want to be going out with our hair color looking in patches. Like, listen, we're not about that life. It's 2018. Let's get our jazz together, and I'm teaching you guys something here. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm repeating my steps, separating the hair into sections, combing that out, and reapplying more products. But guys, I so love this wig. I need to do an initial review on this hair and probably insert pictures of how it looked. This wig actually came in a #1, and it's a 360. It's a 360 wig. Guys, I can't rave enough how much I love this company's wig. And guys, their prices are so I will stress price friendly. If you're like me, where you want to wear fancy ass wigs but you don't want to spend too much cash, like how some companies be charging ridiculous prices, check out Premium Lacewigs. Trust me, tell them Shin sent you. Anyhow, so here I actually finished it, and I'm just running my fingers through it, just making sure that every strand again is saturated with the dye. And guys, at this step I was really happy. I let the dye sit for at least an hour and a half before I washed it out. Guys, I'm so crazy. Look at me showing you the dye on my hands. I'm so crazy. And guys, after I let it sit for at least an hour and a half, guys, I had an epic fail after I washed this color out and I let it air dry outside on my clothesline. The color did not take. Do you know how disappointed I was? Do you know how disappointed and how grievous, is that even a word, grievous? How ticked and how angry I was. I hate to waste time, especially things that I put a full 100% work into. I hate it. Seriously hate it. So here's the color after it's air dried, and I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, this looks like a hot mess. So I had to run back to my beauty supply store, and they had some cheap rings. They didn't have the Adore hair colors. The island I live on, guys, it's so like wacky and tacky. So this is the Via Natural. Never heard of these rings before, and it's in dark cherry. And guys, I didn't go over the process of showing you again how it actually looks when I was applying it, because I already did that previous steps before. So here is when I applied the rings, and I just poured this baby all over to the wig. Like, guys, I didn't care at this point. I just didn't care. I just wanted to get it over with, and I prayed to Jehovah, to my Christ Jesus, that the color would take. And guys, guess what? It did. But sorry, I'm gonna leave that for part 2, where I'm gonna be styling the wig and the grand reveal of how the color looked. So that video is going to be uploaded next. So this one I'm only teaching you how I actually achieve this color. So anyhow, guys, I love you, and part 2 will be up in 24 hours. Bye.